Всем привет, всем здравствуйте, с вами снова Лау, и мы продолжаем играть в Dragon Age Inquisition, и поменяла я спутника, взяла Дориана, потому что скоро его квест, примерно вот где, вот это нет? Нет, дальше, вот тут, рядом. Так что давайте сходим туда, уже разберемся с этим квестом. Потом обратно на Вивьен. Что тут? Стоять, товарищи. Все. Опять трупы какие-то. Так, что? Нам что-то... А, вот. Деньжата. О, еще что-то какой-то значок. О, какой волчар, смотрите. Дайте, хочу. Да дайте мне, хочу с волком сфоткаться. Еще и птички летят. Ну, красивый. Открыть операцию.
We could send men to clear this out, if you want.
Припрятаться на столе ставки командования. Интересно. Конечно, хочу. Конечно. Кстати, что у нас с инвентарем? Нет, это не то. Скоро у нас он будет заполнен. Надо будет возвращаться и очищать. Плюс надо же вернуться, да, на ставку командования. Мы давно миссии никакие не назначали. Тихо. Где там волки были? Так, подождите, надо же вот так сделать. А, это наш волк. Все. Спасли Галу, надеюсь. Она не попала под раздачу. Так, ну и да, тут у нас... Что еще что-то? А, это вот этот цветочек. Да, вроде бы жива. О, эльфийский корень. Давно нам эльфийские корни... Здесь вообще эльфийские корни не попадались. А это что? А, еще корень. Вообще, Кол, неплохо было бы, чтобы ты подлечился. Потрепанный кусок бумаги, который сворачивали, разворачивали бесчетное число раз. Что я сделаю по возвращении? Поужинаю жареным кабаном с вином в черном лебеде. Зайду к Арно в золотую лилию. Сыграю в порочную добродетель, поплаваю в озере Селестин, как в детстве. Иногда только мысли об этом списке поддерживают во мне надежду.
So much pain, screaming. It took a long time to die.
Да. Ну что ж, идем в ту сторону. Так, отстань от меня. А, это уже квест был. Легко справились. Ну, все, давайте... Держание священной равнины. Давайте сюда. Выполним это, потом вернем обратно Вивьен, потому что у нее еще и здесь квест есть. Что ж вы телепортируетесь перед носом прямо? Так, куда это? Как-то мы точно туда идем? Куда надо? Так, как-то туда надо попасть. А как туда попасть? Хороший вопрос. Хороший. Пока что-то у меня нет на него ответа. Тут нигде не пролезть. Неужели надо завал этот разгрести для этого, чтобы туда попасть? Может, где-то тут? Так, может, можно... Ну, давайте... хотя, ладно, нет. Все прям сплошняком. Не пройти, не проехать. Тогда придется просить, чтобы нам сейчас завалы разгребли. Разве что... Вот тут было бы идеально спрыгнуть. Может, можно? Нет, нельзя. Ладно, тогда возвращаемся домой. Как раз продадим все. Лишнее... А, нет, давайте сначала квест дадим. Сдадим квест. Потом отправимся в Skyhold. Где мои? А, вот они.
Brought back the personal effects of your fallen soldiers.
This has been much to loved ones left behind. I cannot thank you enough.
Так, ладно.
Inquisitor.
How are you, Solus?
It hurts. It always does. But I will survive.
Thank you for coming back.
You were a true friend. You did everything you could to help. I could hardly abandon you now.
Where did you go?
I found a quiet spot and went to sleep. I visited the place in the Fade where my friend used to be. It's empty. But there are stirrings of energy in the void. Someday something new may grow there.
What happens when a spirit dies?
It isn't the same for mortals. The energy of spirits returns to the Fade. If the idea giving the spirit form is strong, or if the memory has shaped other spirits, it may someday rise again.
You're saying your friend might come back?
No, not really. A spirit's natural state is peaceful semi-existence. It is rare to be able to reflect reality. Something similar may reform one day, but it might have a different personality. It would likely not remember me. It would not be the friend I knew.
I'll let you get back to work.
All right. Thank you again.
Знаете, что самое смешное? Обычно всегда мы, когда возвращаемся в Skyhold, никогда не начинается с кат-сцены. Тут у меня попугая начали кричать, и хотела пойти, ну, пока идет загрузка, посмотреть, что они там орут. Но я подумала, что, а вдруг начнется кат-сцена? Поэтому лучше я досижу, пока не загрузится игра. Только потом проверю. Ну, как чувствовала, что кат-сцена будет. Забавно. Так. Давайте сразу ставку командования сгоняем. Или сначала по нашим спутникам здесь походим. Давайте заглянем, посмотрим сначала к спутникам. Зайдем. Так, что такое?
This is amazing. Convincing the keeper took work, but I'm so glad you managed.
Блэквелл, как дела?
At your service.
Ясно, ничего
Nothing
нового.
right now. Perhaps in a bit.
Так, тебе ничего не надо?
All's well?
How are your charges? Well supplied?
Oversupplied. Never thought a mountain pass could seem like luxury.
Farewell.
Make her be with you.
Походим, может, посмотрим, может, кому-нибудь что-нибудь от нас надо. Да, не намного. Тут ничего нет. У меня где-то руны вообще продаются хоть у кого-то.
Your worship.
Ну, как идут дела?
How are you doing? Good business?
In this gilded fortress, how could we not be?
Skyhold needs a healthy flow of goods. How can I help?
One of the major hubs is freed. Continue on this path, and you're on your way.
We'll speak another time.
Of course, Lady Inquisitor.
Пустое рунический О, цветное стекло из... А чего? А что дает стекло цветное? Не знаю. Руна против дракона. Руна. Ну, давайте. Руна.
Apologies, but the quartermaster is expecting something back.
He'll have any requests and the associated billing when it is appropriate.
That's not what I think he meant.
I am well aware of that.
Что у вас тут происходит?
I am at your service.
А ну, еще раз.
How are you doing? Good business?
In this gilded fortress, how could we not be?
Skyhold needs a healthy flow of goods. How can I help?
One of the major hubs is freed. Continue on this
Я думала,
path,
может,
and you're on your way.
после этого разговора
Good
что-то
fortune,
изменилось.
Inquisitor.
Так, с тобой что-нибудь поговорить не могу. Почему-то только с ней. Так, у тебя что?
Inquisitor, you have come to the attention of the powerful, and I am the response. Monsieur Faris at your service. You will find my wares unique. I sell influence.
Влияние? Что-то у него, кроме укрепленного доспеха, ничего нет.
The recipe is complete. The ceremony ended. You know our way. Now you must choose to accept this role. To shepherd and to condemn.
Нет, не сейчас.
I'm not committing to this yet.
Hello? Yes? I am waiting for you to complete your task. If you do so, you can be a Rift Mage. I know how not to die, and I can teach it. It's incredible.
The rifts were triggered by the breach. There's already a school of magic?
Не помню, мы говорили об этом или
No.
нет.
Yes. Sort of. The holes in the veil flooded us with magic, and that
Во всяком случае, если что, освежу воспоминания.
modified them, enough that the careless inverted themselves, old forces in new forms. Others will try, their results will vary, but you will have the best instruction. Because your trainer has already taken the risk. The price has been paid.
Who charged you with studying magic from the rifts?
The Mages Collective. I did not just say that. Yes, I did say it, and we're proud to help. We are nimble, we could move quickly and commit people to this rift magic. Many people. Their lives made it stable and safe. We're very proud.
Tell me why this would best suit me.
You are the Inquisitor.
And?
You deserve power that casts your enemies aside with the abandon of a creative force, crushes them with your very will. That is the promise. Who better than you? You are the Inquisitor.
You didn't mention your name.
I am your trainer.
That isn't a name.
It is what I am. I try very hard to remember that much. There is so much else to keep in mind. Understand, Inquisitor, that I have learnt it all very quickly, so you do not have to.
Very well. Show me how this should go.
You have already received the instruction and need to follow it very carefully, or there will be consequences.
Ну ладно.
You have completed the order, learned something of my way. A small step. Now you must choose to commit to the role, to the burden of command. Are you willing?
Рыцарем, чародеем. Пока нет.
I can't commit to this yet.
Так, ну некромантом я точно не хочу. Рыцарь-чародей. И магия разрывов. Наверное, рыцарем-чародеем. Так, что у нас тут? Ничего, только пыльные столы какие-то. Наверное, перед тем, как возвращаться на равнину, может, выберу. Посмотрим. Нет, не хочет со мной говорить.
Hey.
Чего? Состязание лучников. Остались недовольны собой на балу в Халам-Ширале. Приходите на танцкласс. Разведчица Хардинг. Лист для записи будет вывешен здесь. Приписка ниже. Простите, я знаю, что это уже целую вечность здесь висит, но меня все время посылают во всякую глухомань, и времени совсем нет. Хардинг. Кого?
Inquisitor.
What's the word out there?
Quiet. Too quiet. No, wait. Just quiet enough.
What's the current mood?
Hope. In the face of reality.
As you were.
Inquisitor.
Железный бык, как дела?
I can't understand how those women in the kitchen can be awake so early after the night we had.
Я смотрю, ты тут развлекаешься? Хочешь выпить?
You said we should go get some drinks and meet your company?
Yeah, come on. It'll be fun. Ah, good. We're not drinking alone. How you doing, creme de la creme?
Your worship. I'm so glad he has someone new to hit with that joke.
Do you prefer Creme or Cremisius?
Crem's faster. The chief's nicknames usually end up sticking.
Hey, when I was growing up, my name was just this series of numbers. We all give each other nicknames under the Qun.
They ever wear shirts under the Qun, Chief? Or do they just run around binding their breasts like that?
It's a harness, creme.
Yes, for your pillowy man bosoms. Let me know if you need help binding. You could really chisel something out of that overstuffed look.
Подожди, женщина? Чего?
Wait, are you? I didn't realize.
You didn't.
Женщина!
Great. Now we can all talk about it.
In Kunadar, Krem would be an Akunatlak. That's what we call someone born one gender but living like another.
And Kunari don't treat those Akun people any differently than a real man.
They are real men, just like you are.
Maybe your people aren't so bad after all.
Don't get your hopes up, Krem. We still come down hard on the back talk. Anyway, here's the rest of the charges, or what's left of the rest. A lot of them went looking for stronger drinks. We've got Rocky and Skinner there, and over there are Stitches, Dalish, and Grim. Crazy bunch of assholes, but they're mine.
Were you born on the surface, or are you from Orzammar?
Orzammar. I got exiled. Stupid noble crap. Also, I accidentally blew up the shape rate.
Rocky's one of our best sappers. He can take down enemy fortifications faster than a golem.
I'm also working on my own version of Kunari black powder. I've almost got it.
Yeah, you really don't.
Why aren't you with your clan?
Our keeper thought I should see the world a little.
Dalish don't have Templars, so they can't have too many mages in a clan at once.
Now, sir, you know I'm not a mage. That'd make me an apostate.
You carry a staff, Dalish.
It's a bow.
A bow with a giant glowing crystal at the tip.
Yes, it's for aiming. Old elven trick you wouldn't understand.
I take it you're the company healer.
Yes, first time I ever picked up a sword was when the Blight hit Ferelden. Never put it back down.
He makes a potion that'll put you right back on your feet after even the toughest fight. It tastes terrible, though.
That's because it's a poultice, sir. You're not supposed to drink it.
Интересно, у него компания.
So, how'd you join the Chargers?
Killed some people.
Skinner didn't take kindly to nobles testing their new swords on the elves in her alienage.
Bull took me in. Now I get paid to kill shams.
This is actually really good behavior for her. She's not marking her territory or anything.
Grim, is it?
Grim doesn't talk much. I'm pretty sure he's the lost king of some small country, or chieftain. Something like that.
You've got a good company, Bull.
Ah, we do all right.
Man can beat the Chargers, 'cause what hits you where it hurts. Unless you know what's happened with those cards and looser skirts.
Надеюсь, дебош они тут потом не устроят. Такая острая рога, притом рога только у одного. Да, мне тоже понравилось.
You're certain?
Yes, sir.
Hey, boss. How are you?
I'd like to hear more about the Chargers.
Always happy to talk about my guys. What do you want to know?
How did you start the group?
It's easy to make a name for yourself as a merc when you're a head taller than most folks. I spent a year or two working for Fisher's Bleeders, but their captain was crap. Figured I could do better. The best folks in the Bleeders agreed with me, so we split off.
I imagine Fisher disagreed.
He came at me. I snapped his sword in half, and we talked things out over drinks.
What are the craziest jobs you've ever taken?
Besides this one, there's a lot of violence between the nobles here, but that's standard work. The fun stuff is when they party. They always want to impress each other, and that means getting something shiny. We've hunted wyverns, fought through caves to find some old magical crap. Even when giant baiting once.
What's giant baiting?
So this old guy, Comte Van Chess, has some kind of a pageant planned. But he needs a giant, which is off in some damn cave. He's got some kind of rare charm to control the giant, but no way he's going into that cave himself. So we go in, kill some spiders, find the giant, and wake it up. It attacks us because, of course, it does. And we let the big bastard chase us outside where Van Chess is waiting.
That was actually your plan? To let a giant chase you?
Yeah, we had to stay out of reach, but close enough that it wouldn't give up. It was tricky. Good news is the giants are slow. Long as my guys ahead could clear out the spiders, we were fine. Bad news is the giant spiderwebs slow you down a bit more than you think.
But at least Comp Van Chess got his giant for the pageant.
Turned out that charm was a phony. Giant ate the poor guy alive. It's okay, though. We still got people.
You have people from plenty of different backgrounds in your group.
Yes, well, when you're in Orlais and you look like me, you can't be picky about who you take in. A lot of them got turned away from other companies that didn't want a knife here, or a crazy dwarf. Their loss. You get my back in a fight and carry your own weight, you're good with me. How about you? You had a company of your own. How did you put yours together?
Like you, more or less. I took anyone who could take care of themselves and follow orders.
Great minds.
I'd like to know more about Krem.
He's a good soldier, and a better second in command. The troops need someone to complain to when I'm being a hard-ass. He's good for that.
You don't have any problems with him being a woman?
He's not a woman. Look, you and I have to walk carefully so we don't accidentally break the furniture or the elves. We're probably not the best people to go around deciding what's normal. Grem's a good man. I don't give a nug's ass that it's a little harder for him to piss standing up.
You don't have a problem with him being from Tevinter?
Nah.
But you hate the Vints.
Sure, but he's not a Vint. He's just Krem. I can get worked up about a group or a nation just fine, but people... It's too much work to hate them one by one.
See you later, Bull.
Интересно, конечно, про его команду. Мне понравилось. А Крем, конечно, это... Вот чего не ожидала, того не ожидала. Ну, можно было, конечно, голос, но я подумала, специально такой голос подобрали, вот просто вот, что вот такой вот, чтобы вот так звучал он. Вообще не связала к тому, что раз женский голос, то значит и женщина. Ну, правда, там такое, не сказала, что уж совсем женский голос, он скорее универсальный. Таким голосом может говорить как и мужчина, так и женщина, в принципе-то.
Your worship?
I wanted to talk about you, if that's all right.
You know, I'm from Tevinter. Wasn't a slave, but even citizens have it rough if they're not mages. I was a soldier, but women joined the ranks under a different program. When they found out I was passing, it got ugly. I ran, met Bull near the border, and ended up here. Not a life I'd wish on everyone, but it'll do.
You said you left Tevinter when they discovered your secret.
Women are allowed to serve, but only in certain ranks and disciplines. I was up for promotion, but the healer I'd bribed to sign off on my physical had to tend to his sick magister. When the replacement healer saw what was or wasn't in my paths, he made threats. It was slavery or death, so I knocked him out and ran.
I'm surprised you escaped from the Tevinter Imperium so easily.
It's not like I lived in Minrathous. I was in Trevis, not far from the Navarran border. It helped that I was being chased as a deserter, not a runaway slave. Slave hunters only get paid for what they catch. They're efficient bastards.
It's against the law to pass as a man?
It's a crime to lie on an imperial application for service. Would have been a heavy fine or slavery. For 10 silvers, the healer said he'd tell the Tribune I was sick in the head. Some pity for the mad little girl. That was when I hit him. I'd served for a few years. I was good at hitting.
Why did you decide to live as a man?
I didn't decide anything. I've been like this my whole life. My parents wanted me to marry up. They tried to find me a nice merchant's son. Every day, put on a dress, look into my father's shaving mirror, and just hate myself.
How did your family react when you started?
My mother wanted to throw me out. She said if I didn't marry well, I was dooming the family to slavery. She was happy to take the money I set as a soldier, though. Not that it mattered in the end. My father. When I was little, he'd angle his mirror down so I could pretend to shave, just like him. He never said anything, but I think he knew.
If you had the chance to use magic, would you change all the way?
What? No. I don't want any magic like that within 10 yards of my body. When I was younger... I don't know. Everyone has silly dreams. In Tevinter, dreams like that get you killed. Bull helped me make a good life. Nice armor and a well-placed sock, and I'm happy.
What's Tevinter like for a citizen? Someone who isn't a slave or a mage?
I'm of the Separati. Citizens who aren't mages. Mages are in charge and everyone knows it. But a wealthy merchant can have an easy life. At the low end, people just try to stay out of slavery. My father was a tailor. I joined the army after the Imperial slaves drove him under.
How did slaves drive your family out of business?
My father made shirts, aprons, that kind of thing. Nothing fancy. One of the magisters had a pet project to prevent the poor from dying of cold in the winter. Nice, right? He had Imperial slaves making simple peasant clothes and selling them for almost nothing. That magister's nice idea put out slave-made clothes at prices my father couldn't match.
It sounds like the Magister was doing it out of kindness.
That's the worst part of Tevinter. People don't even realize they're taking away your living. That Magister wasn't a terrible person. He probably saved slaves from dying. My father sold himself into slavery. He's one of the Servus Publicus, the Imperium-owned slaves now.
We'll talk later.
Хорошо, что я заглянула сюда.
This is sleek stuff. I've never seen anything like this.
I have serious bard gear. This is the best.
Wow. And you're greeting it. You too, Voth. I can't wait for the next job.
Inquisitor.
Так, кто тут у нас еще есть? Кто тут у нас еще есть? Сыра.
Still waiting to go get that reward for marching through Vishal. Got something against free money?
Who is putting up the reward for this?
Don't know. Sometimes it's past the hat. Sometimes it's I lifted this from Master's vault. Doesn't matter, does it? Job done. Time to get what we're owed.
I'm not ready to go just yet.
Your choice, yeah? Only so long it'll stay hidden.
Да-да-да, вот вернусь и обязательно сходим после равнины. Там вроде бы немного осталось. О, как дела?
I'm glad you came to talk to me.
I've heard about some oddities here in the keep. Was that you?
Yes. Maybe. What was it?
Can I assume you're responsible for the turnips that have shown up in the fireplaces?
They don't smell the same, raw.
You needed that soldier to smell them, so he could die thinking he'd gone home.
He did go home.
Someone is leaving peeled plums on the windowsill. It's attracting flies.
Spiders need to eat.
And healers need something to treat infected wounds, like spider webs.
The plums are already dead, but they don't mind helping.
Someone found a barrel full of misplaced daggers. Was that you?
They were safer there.
Safer than on someone's belts, where they could draw them in the heat of an argument?
They would have been sad later.
Someone stole an entire cheese wheel.
Mice like cheese.
Do mice also like bowls of crushed mint?
That was for the cats.
So the cheese lures the mice, and the mice lure the cats, and then they smell the mint?
Mint makes the cats dance and play.
Let's talk about something else.
All right.
Так, ну пока все.
I'll talk to you later.
How do you know?
Да, Коул очень интересный персонаж. Так, где тут выход? Я могу спуститься вот так вот, да. Спасибо. Так, выходим. И куда идем дальше-то? Лизетта.
Your worship. Inquisitor.
Тут что у нас? Так, что-то тут тихо как-то. Поговорить даже не с кем. Еще бы найти Калина, Мориган, Солоса, Кассандру. В общем, всех, с кем мы еще не говорили. Так. Это наша разведчица. Так. Сэр, Железный Бык, Кассандра. Давайте к Кассандре сходим. Вряд ли что новое узнаем, да?
Is there anything you need?
Do you have any advice for me?
You know what you need to do, Inquisitor.
Хороший совет.
Another time, then.
Так. С Коулом говорили. Мориган. Давайте к Мориган сюда отправимся, переместиться. О, что тут прочесть можно? Непонятно. Мориган?
Greetings, Inquisitor.
What work have you been doing to help us?
Currently, my efforts are focused on determining what Corypheus is, and from where his power comes. The elven orb he carries is what draws my attention. I wonder if the power he used to tear open the Fade, in fact, came from the orb. Perhaps it is even the source of your anchor. If I learn of its origin, I may also learn what Corypheus now intends, as well as his weaknesses.
Do you know anything about his dragon?
It has the appearance of an archdemon. Of that, I am certain.
Мы об этом
A
уже
true
говорили.
archdemon, however, is supposedly the corrupted form of an old god. Has Corypheus actually dug up one of the ancient prisons? If so, why has a new blight not begun? His dragon is something else, something connected to his blighted nature as well as his magic. Beyond that, I cannot say.
Is it even possible that Corypheus could succeed?
The Black City exists. Wherever one goes in the Fade, it is visible in the sky. The last time Corypheus and his cohort stormed its doors, they unleashed the Blight upon the world. This time, perhaps he might indeed gain untold power, becoming something unto a god. It is also possible he could unleash something far worse than the Blights. So yes, Corypheus could succeed in his goal. If not, his attempt alone could destroy the world.
Corypheus says I'm a rival. Does that mean...
Could you become a god? That depends. Are you prepared to use your anchor to enter the Black City?
I wouldn't know how, if that's even possible.
Perhaps Corypheus fears the moment when you learn.
However you can help, it's appreciated.
Continue prodding at Corypheus, Inquisitor. Elicit a reaction, and we may yet learn from it.
I'd like to know more about you.
If you have questions, then ask.
I'll leave you to the garden.
Of course.
Можно как-то поближе мальчугана рассмотреть. Так, что тут мать Жизель? Не хочу с ней говорить.
Inquisitor?
Inquisitor?
Ай, нет, то не хочу. До свидания.
Farewell.
Until next time.
Inquisitor.
What is your evaluation of our supplies?
We are groaning with resources. A reflection of your competence and inspiration.
As you were.
Of course, Inquisitor.
Чё? Как это рассмотреть? Так, это у нас что? Ставка командования. Так, давайте редкие. Черный лотос, рассветный лотос. Давайте рассветный лотос. И сюда. Королевский эльфийский корень пусть будет. Так, Варик, что ты? Как ты? Кажется, никак. Вивьен. Где-то наверху Вивьен.
ship.
О, Солос, давай с тобой поговорим.
Inquisitor, Do you have a moment? What were you like before the anchor? Has it affected you? Changed you in any way? Your mind? Your morals? Your spirit?
If it had, do you really think I'd have noticed?
No. That's an excellent point.
Why do you ask?
You show a wisdom I have not seen since my deepest journeys into the ancient memories of the Fade. You are not what I expected.
What have I done that's so surprising?
Qunari are savage creatures. Their ferocity held in check only by the rigid teachings of the Qun. But you have shown a subtlety in your actions. A wisdom that goes against everything I know of your people.
I'm just one part of this team, Solus. What about Cassandra or Liliana?
Cassandra separates matters of faith from those of the world. And she above all should understand how limited that is. Liliana has a brilliant mind, but her faith was damaged. To her, it is all a game of tactics now. But not you.
So what does this mean, Solus?
It means that I respect you deeply, Inquisitor. And I have disturbed you enough for one evening.
Да вовсе ты мне не надоел. Это мы ко мне домой пришли? Нет, подождите, где-то должна быть лестница. Нельзя перепрыгнуть. Давай еще говорить, Солос.
Good afternoon.
Ладно, до свидания.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Так. О, Дориан, привет.
Fancy meeting you here.
Хватит на этом.
I heard of your verdict on Alexios, Inquisitor. Research on your behalf is almost too kind. I hope you know what you're doing. Do be wary of anything that man proposes.
I trust everything is well with the mages?
Most are pleased with the Alliance, even if we wonder what will happen next.
You're not still the Grand Enchanter, then?
Any claim I had to the title ended along with the Circles of Magi, although some still call me by it. Perhaps the Circles will one day be resurrected. If so, another will take the position. Until that time, I lead my fellow mages by default. I will do what I can for them.
По-моему, это
Do
уже
you believe
спрашивали.
they'll recreate the Circle of Magi after all this?
It depends on who the next divine is, and what she offers. We can't go back to the way things were.
But endless warfare benefits no one. That is why I agreed to Justinia's conclave. There must be another solution.
I'll leave you to it.
A request has been made of you, Inquisitor. Here it is.
Отлично.
What is your evaluation of how we're doing?
I am able to pursue my duties with optimal efficiency, thanks to Skyhold's present state.
As you were.
Yes, Inquisitor.
Так, кто еще тут у нас имеется? О состоянии ваших питомцев. Ага. Да, да. Это что? Записка из Скайхолдской воротнятни. Шорник. Опять барон Клевак. Плевать мне, в какие миссии его брали, сколько жизней он спас. Это ж просто ужас пернатый. Когда крайний раз пыталась привязать к нему письмо, он мне чуть глаз не выклевывал. А тут, сестра, возьми да зайди на этот хлоп-хлоп да кар-кар. Ты б ее видел. Письмо выхватила, будь я похрупче. Мокрого места бы от меня не осталось. По-моему, она решила, что я ее ненаглядному вороненочку голову откручиваю, а сама ему ку. Так эта зараза сразу у нее на плече угнездилась, и вся из себя святая невинность. Как у нее это выходит? Все птицы ее любят. Магия крови, что ли? Наверняка она, да? Такая чиха. Что, мне кажется, мы такое читали. О, Лилиана.
Inquisitor?
Anything I should know?
I have nothing to report at the moment.
I'll leave you to your work.
Это мы видели. Так, что у нас тут? Дориан, Солос, Ляна, Варик, Вивьен. Вивьен еще надо, Вивьен. Еще Калин нужен. Где этот Калин? Можно. Это нельзя. Жаль. Так было бы быстрее. Нет, сорян, не та дверь. Мы, правда, еще не все выполнили по просьбе Вивьен. Ну, может, что-нибудь скажет нам. Нет.
Yes?
И нет. Не хочу даже. Так, ищем Калина. Жозефина, да, понятно. Мориган, Коул, Вивьен, Варик. Где Калин? Блэквелл. Что-то нигде Калина нет. Где Калин? Ладно, может, потом его найдем где-нибудь. Наверное, на каких-нибудь из башен, что ли. Ладно, потом поищем. Я думаю, на сегодня мы будем завершать. Продолжим в следующий раз. Так что всем спасибо, всем пока, до новых встреч. С вами была Лау.